Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly tarot card reading today. Let's talk about you, Sagittarius. Let's see what you can expect this week. Let's get ahead of the energy. Let's get into your reading. Well, the overall energy here is round and round. No, that's not round and round. Whoa. Okay, let's go. What? I say what? This is some conflicting energy, my Sagittarius friends. We have Treasure Island, Never-Ending Story, and Deep Knowing. Sounds to me like something you've been going through is going to be worth it. You know it. You've been telling yourself this. Maybe you didn't believe it. Maybe you didn't think it was going to happen, but something inside of you was telling you it would. Treasure Island is getting the treasure, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but especially with these two cards here, tells us there's been a lot of emotions. This turtle represents challenges. So let's see if you're getting this pot of gold this week. Let's see if you're in a never-ending story, you're going to get rewarded maybe next week. Let's talk about it. Let's see what this energy is. So first of all, let's see what you guys want what Spirit wants Sagittarius to focus on this week is the Three of Pentacles. They want me to get all the cards out, okay? What do you want Sag to avoid? The Ten of Wands, baby. Kadaka Smoky. And what does Sagittarius need to know? What's going to come to light this week? What would help Sag this week? I got this in my pre-shuffle. When I was pre-shuffling the cards, these two spit out. So we'll see what this means. There's definitely a message around the Eight of Swords and the Emperor. Okay. All right. What's on the bottom deck, baby? We got the Nine of Swords. Sag, let's do this. Three of Pentacles here is where Spirit wants you to focus, spend your time. This is teamwork, collaboration. Three of Pentacles could be focusing on work, focusing on staying balanced. Let's understand that. Focus on the rewards. The Three of Pentacles. I saw 144, baby. Maybe, hold on. Let's get the cards out. I got excited when I saw the 144 for some reason. That's going to mean something to somebody. Okay, maybe you've been seeing 144. All right, hold on. We have the Four of Pentacles. There's, okay. There's the Moon. This is they want you to focus. Okay, we'll see what's going on. We'll understand a little bit more in the general spread. But what I see here is they want you to focus on balance, on progress, on stability, on the progress here. It's like you're working on something and they want you to continue to work on that. They want you to create that stability and that foundation. There's something that they don't want you to do. The Ten of Swords and the Lovers is like they don't want you to give up on this, or they don't want you to do something that's harming yourself. And we have the Moon there. So there's a fear or something that might be harming yourself, the fear, the anxiety. And this is the week here, Sagittarius. They want you to focus on the work and the progress. They want you to avoid letting stress, worry, or negative thoughts get the best of you this week, because there's the Ten of Wands. That's what they want you to do less of, less worrying, right? The Bhagavad Gita, act without expectation and trust that expectation, that goal will come through. So this is the week they want you to act, continue to keep your head down, continue to work. So then what's well, I was going to go there in the general spread, but I'm going to do it now. What is the never-ending story? What is the stress? What is happening that keeps happening? That's stressing Sagittarius out. Is it happening this week? Is it coming to an end? Is this the last? I think this is about money, Sag. You're worried about money. You're worried about not having enough money. If this is your reading, there it is again. You're worried about money here. You're worried. Will your dreams create reality? Will you get the job offer, the Page of Cups? Will you get the clients? Will you get the money? And they don't want you to worry about that. Easier said than done. Okay, how do you want Sag not to worry about that? What do you want Sag to do then? The Hangman. There's an intentional pause going on here, Sag. Okay. It's just temporary. There's something that you're learning here. Okay. There's a Queen of Swords. So what is Sag? So this is an element where there's a little bit of sacrifice, financial sacrifice, social sacrifice, sacrificing some wants here. There's a little bit of stagnant energy, and then things are going to move quickly. So that's why they don't want you. It's like all of a sudden, boom, right? You land the contract, and now, you're moving to Dubai, right? So that's a really random place. Who's moving to Dubai, baby? I saw I watched one of the, what are they called? Personal trainer guys online, Mr. London, and he just moved to Dubai with his family. So anyway, what they're telling you here, and this is why they don't want you to stress and they don't want you to worry, everything that you're going through was an intentional stagnancy. It was a moment of pause, a moment to reflect, a moment to realization, a moment of sacrifice before things happen fast. Why were Sagittarius in the Hanged Man? Why were they in this intentional moment of pause. It's revolving around the never-ending story. That's exactly where the card fell. Akadake. Ace of Cups. Stuck on what you actually want, what your heart's desires are, where you're giving your hearts. There's an element of stuck on actually what you want. There's something that had to change in order to get what you want. Sag, it has to do with your money. Maybe the way you're spending your money, the way you're saving your money, the things you're spending your money on, the people you're giving your money to. Let's see if I can narrow it down. Not sure they'll let me. That's maybe very specific, but Sagittarius, you have to learn a lesson with your money before you can be able to move forward. I guess, it's like they didn't want you to win the lottery before you knew how to budget, because then you'd spend all the money. So there's an element here where this was intentional. It was set out by the universe to prepare you for your fast forward movement. But you needed to learn how to spend your money, how to save your money, how to budget your money, the difference between your needs and your wants. There was a lesson around the money. Do you know what the lesson is? Can you tell me the lesson for Sagittarius? They had to change something. The Hierophant's in reverse. They had to change the way that you were dealing with your money. What were you doing with your money, Sag? The Six of Cups. I saw this car repo guy, this short. I'm not saying this is what you're doing, but he said he knows, like, he repos cars, and he said the most common thing that he sees in cars and people who are struggling financially is they always have cigarettes and vapes, and they always have a bunch of lottery tickets. So he's like, they're struggling financially, and yet they're sitting here buying scratch tickets instead of paying their bills. Those people were being irresponsible with their money. They weren't making the best decision for themselves with their money. And that's what this is. And they didn't narrow it down. They just said they want you to change your relationship, the way you're looking at it, and the way that you're spending your money. Making the decisions. The struggle's coming to an end. There's your strategic. There's a very strategic. Sag, I'm sorry that you're going through this, but yet I'm going to see how it plays out. There's a very strategic struggle, and it's teaching you how to budget, how to be strategic, how to spend your money properly, where to spend your money. It was really correcting, working on, or improving your relationship with your money before you can get the Treasure Island. So let's move on, see if the Treasure Island's finally coming in this week. Because what you need to know, what's coming to light, is the Eight of Swords and the Emperor. Oh my goodness, what is this? Is Sag the Emperor or someone else the Emperor? Who the Emperor? Is that boss energy, BDE? Page of Wands. And there's a Seven of Swords. You are coming into Emperor energy. Ooh, Sag, you have a big week ahead. I think you're about to experience, after that Five of Wands, baby, I say, what's up, Six of Wands? So after the struggle comes success. After the challenge comes everything you want. What's coming to light this week, and what you need to know is there's a very successful energy. You're going to be in the Emperor energy. Why is that bothering Sag? It's not bothering you. It's just time. You had to learn how to sacrifice. What was Sag sacrifice? You had to learn. It's like, it's driving me nuts that I can't get the lesson, but I also feel like in a general reading, the lesson's not going to be the same for everybody, but you had to learn how to change. There it is again. It is. It has to do with your money, Sag. Whatever you had to learn, you learned it. Okay? You learned it. And maybe it was giving money away, spending money with your friends and your family. There's an element here. Maybe you're very generous with your money. You have to learn to say no to people, right? If you become a millionaire, everybody's going to want your money. You got to be able to set boundaries. But this is being able to walk away and change your relationship with the money. And this is the week where you really feel successful and powerful. What it is that you've been thinking about, worrying about, fantasizing about, wanting to come through is coming through this week. And you know it. It's like you knew it, but yet at the same time, you're getting frustrated because you weren't getting where you needed to go. And that lesson just needed to be learned first. So let's tap into this weekly energy then. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. So what's actually coming towards Sag? What's this Six of Wands energy, baby? Well, is that death again? There's a big change this week. Okay, hold on, Sagittarius. Hold on. There's a Nine of Swords. You're not gonna be worried anymore. No, it means. Hold on a sec. I was gonna sing Hakuna Matata, and then I was gonna sing Don't Worry, Be Happy, and I just did nothing. And then I just had a brain fart. So it means no worries. So you're not gonna have anything to worry about. This is the week where your worries cease to exist. It's the end of worries. And there's the Three of Pentacles again. with regards to work. So how does this happen? What comes through? The Four of Cups here, what's this? Now you're getting what you want. You've been praying for this. Like, look at her praying and hoping and praying and hoping. It's like you're hoping for the job, you're hoping for the contract, you're hoping for the client. You've been thinking so much about it. Your intuition was telling you it was going to happen. Sag, this is the week it happens. It's happening for you, baby. What's the Three of Pentacles? What's the Three of Pentacles? Let's see if they'll give us a detail or keep it general, or I don't know. Let's see. Oh my gosh. The Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Wands. Sagittarius. And the Tower. Holy smokes. Let's admire the beauty here. The Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands, and the Tower. Divine timing, destiny at plan, feeling blessed, feeling lucky, life-changing contract, client, job. Sagittarius, this is, you're going to get everything you ever wanted. I don't even know what else to say. I feel like you've been through the ringer. You've been through the shit. You've been trying so freaking hard, and this is the week that you get that relief. If you've been worried about money, and if this is your reading, you have been worried about finances, you're not going to be worried anymore. There's a life-changing event coming through this week, and we have the Emperor and the Empress. You be jumping into King and Queen style, getting everything you want. You're going to be moving forward. This is moving forward. Thankful that you didn't give up. Thankful that you got the contract, that you got the job. Laying down in bed and being thankful for the bed that you have, the roof over your head, the job you have in the morning, the contract, the client. You're going to be feeling really good. Get ready for a great week, Sag, because what you've been waiting for, you get. And you're going to be, look at this, a really beautiful fresh start. And you knew it. That's the thing. It's come out twice. So it wasn't a matter of if, it was just a matter of when. And if you're wondering in the when, well, it's this week, baby. It's this week. So Sag, get ready for greatness this week. I'm hearing star power, but you knew this. You know everything I'm telling you, baby. You know everything I'm telling you. So High Priestess energy activated, Emperor energy activated, Empress energy activated. You, my Sagittarius friends, are in a really good energy this week. So you're getting what you want because you didn't give up. And I've been really getting that a lot for the Sagittarius collective lately. So I think it's a really great energy around Sages. So let's grab some oracles as per usual. You know how I do, baby. And then we will jump back into the tarot. We will do a potential outcome. We'll see where you are in the middle to end of May. We'll see how this is progressing, how you're doing. Sometimes more money, more problems. Maybe you're just taking some vacations, buying some yachts. We'll find out, Sag. But first of all, well, let's see what you need to surrender to this week. Effortlessness. Yes, my friends, yes. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. That Empress energy, right? You're just letting go. You're just putting it out there. You know it's going to happen. It's not a matter of if. It was just a matter of when. All right, what's the spirit animal message here for Sagittarius? Spirit animal, a message. The armadillo. I think I might have got this last reading for you guys. I can't remember. You're entering a phase where in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co-create your best life, you might have to be discerning and say no to many things that have been holding you back in the past. Now, as I mentioned, I do feel this is about finances and career, so we're just going to do a little career advice here, and let's get the career advice for Sagittarius. What's the career advice for Sag this week, Spirit Guides? Frozen. Magic. Ooh. Okay, well, they want me at the bottom. I feel like this is like Frozen the movie, and this is like Spider-Man the movie, you know, those little portals in Spider-Man. Okay. Frozen. There could be a hiring freeze or no new work right now. So being aloof can leave you in the cold, but a warm follow-up will get you in the door. And magic. You have the power. Use your magic to attract what you want into your life because the sky is the limit. Actually, there are no limits. And on the bottom is short term. So the position is temporary. Don't be too attached to it. You will find something that's even more fulfilling and prosperous. And I feel like that fulfilling, prosperous energy is coming through this week. Okay, well, let's see how it plays out. Let's see how you feel. Let's see how you're doing. Let's see how it's going. Let's get your potential outcome. Massage, when I say potential, there is always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, let's see where you are, like I said, a month from now. Let's see how things are going. Let's see how things are playing out. Let's see how you're doing, baby. Well, we got ourselves the Ace of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords. Whoa, look at these aces. High Priestess, you knew it. You knew this. You knew it. What's the Knight of Swords? There's the Knight of Pentacles. This was a long time coming. You worked really, really hard to get this. Ooh, there's your purpose. What's the Six of Cups? The Nine of Cups. You knew it was meant for you. You knew it was there. I feel you worked really hard, Sag. I'm going to see with this. I feel like you were just, you knew what you had to do to get there. You knew that you would really like this, right? You're trying to chase the job, the contract, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish here. You knew that you would love it. The High Priestess is here. So again, what's the message behind the High Priestess? Because she's anchoring this. Again, I feel it's, you knew it. Your intuition was telling you. You're feeling, you know, the High Priestess is very intelligent as well. She's very wise. Wise beyond her years. You knew that this was going to work out for you, but you were still worried about it, but you didn't let that affect your manifestation. You're in the High Priestess energy, feeling good, feeling balanced, feeling, it's like you trust yourself. Because again, there's the Three of Pentacles, there's your reward, there's your hard work, there's everything coming to fruition. And then we have this Nine of Swords. So what's this little Nine of Swords over here doing? Why is this Nine of Swords here? Is it worry, fear? Why is the Nine of Swords still here? The Hangman is in reverse. You're thinking about what you had to sacrifice to get where you are today. How much it hurt, how much work this is a reflective energy. You're reflecting upon how much you had to sacrifice, what you had to give up to get here. And ultimately it was tough. It was hard, but Sag, it was worth it with the Justice and the Four of Wands. So the Nine of Swords here is a reflective energy. Just looking, the Hangman in reverse is a sacrifice. So it's also forward movement. So it's an element where you're reflecting on the sacrifices that you made, the things that didn't come your way, the things that you didn't get, how hard it was, how difficult it was, but again, how it was worth it. Now that you're in the driver's seat, now that you're where you want to be, you're understanding the journey, and you feel like it was worth it. Your intuition was telling you it was worth it, and it was right. Sag, in a month, you're doing pretty great. There's a very strong element of success and satisfaction. And again, that element where you just feel like all those challenges, all those barriers was worth it, because now you're exactly where you want to be. Hindsight's 2020, baby. Sag, that's what's up. That's what I got. That's what's going down this week. So Sag, I sure hope you enjoyed your reading, and let's close it off today with your yes or no question. Yes or no? What is the answer for Sagittarius? Yes or no? Yes or no? Why, golly gee, it is never. Okay, Sagittarius, I truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.